So you're watching how to change charging port on Android phone. So if you're new to this channel, this is the Great Phone Repairs. Welcome to my channel. Watch to the end for a clear understanding. Like, share and subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification bell for more videos. So this mobile phone is not charging. We have tried different chargers, still not charging. So after much troubleshooting, we discovered that the charging port is faulty. So I'll be showing you through this video on how to change your charging port. So stick to the end to understand the procedures for beginners. So unplug the charger. Let's dismantle the mobile phone. You can use your finger, and also you can also use the triangle plastic rubber to dismantle the mobile phone. So once you're done, hold the fingerprint, then gently pull out the back cover. So once that is done, unscrew the screws holding the plastic covering the downboard, that is the subboard. Once that is done, remove the plastic, and as you can see, this is the subboard. So let's gently unclip. Use your tweezer to unclip the network antenna, and also unclip the flex that run from the logic board to the downboard. Then you have to unscrew the screw holding the downboard, that is the subboard. You can call it subboard, and also you can also call it downboard. So remember to unsolder your vibrator terminal from the downboard. So once that is done, carefully use the tweezer to remove the downboard. So use your tweezer to remove the downboard. Once that is done, remove the rubber covering the charging port, and also the rubber covering the terminals. That is all the rubbers from the downboard, just remove it. So once that is done, this is the subboard. This is how the subboard look like. You can actually change the subboard completely, and also you can also change your charging ports alone if you wish. So get your soldering paste, apply it on the charging port, that is the faulty charging port, and hold the subboard. Then switch on your workstation. Then set your temperature to be at least 300 degrees Celsius, and the air should be at maximum. So gently heat the charging port. Heat it like for 2 minutes, then the soldering will be melted. Then remove this is the faulty charging port. It has been removed from the downboard. So once that is done, you get a new charging port. So make sure you replace the charging port with the one, can you see the configuration, with the one that is faulty. Like replace it with the one that look alike with the one that is faulty. As you can see, they look alike, it's the same thing. So make sure you replace it with similar charging ports. So after that is done, use your soldering to remove the SS LED from the subboard, that is from the terminal of the charging port. Remove the SS LED. So after you're done soldering it, make sure you apply your paste in order to make your work look neat. Then this is the charging port. So scratch out the terminals so as for the charging port to collect lead easily, so that it can be soldered easily. So scratch out the terminals so it can be well soldered. So use your razor blade to scratch out the terminals. The charging ports have 5 terminals. You understand? You can check my previous video on internal part of mobile phone. There I explained very well how charging port configuration is. So can be going back so you can check it. So align the charging port very well. This is the base, Align the base of the charging ports carefully to align very well with that on the subboard. So once that is done, use your fingernails to hold it firmly. Carefully align it. The alignment is very important. Once you align it, then use your soldering iron from the down, then solder it, then apply pressure from the top of the charging port. When you are soldering it, so that press your hand like this. So apply pressure at the top of the charging port, press it down. So once it's soldered, you can also look at, I'm using the liquid mechanic lead for this operation. Okay, it's best and is accurate when using, so I don't like using the solid lead. I prefer using the liquid lead. It gives more grip. So you can also solder the charging port base from the top after you have successfully soldered it from the down that is below. So you can also solder it from the top. Once that is done, this is the terminal of the charging ports. Let me show you. This is it. So these are the terminals. There are 5 legs. So that is the last thing we'll be doing. Apply your paste. We are going to be soldering the terminals from the charging port to the subboard. So once your paste has been applied, get your soldering iron and solder them one after the other. Make sure you apply your paste. What the paste does is to separate the legs so that none of them will join together. That is, they won't breach, so that there won't be any form of short circuiting on the board. So make sure you solder each of the leg carefully and properly. Carefully solder them using your liquid lead. Carefully solder them. So once that is done, as you can see, I'm using my liquid lead to solder. As you can see, that the liquid lead is very accurate when using. So once that is done, apply your ethanol on your brush, then brush carefully. Take note, when applying your ethanol, don't allow the chemical to go through the mouthpiece receiver hole. So carefully brush the terminals of the charging port. So once that is done, get your multimeter, your digital multimeter, then set it at 20 dCV volts, that is direct current. Set it at 20 direct current. So the reason is we want to measure the current, input current coming from the charging port, if truly the charging port is working. So let's test the subboard clip. So as you can see, 5 volts. Let's change the polarity. As you can see, it's 5 volts that is entering. So definitely this subboard now is working. So let's install it back to the mobile device. So let's solder back our vibrator to the downboard. Once the soldering is done, now the next thing, let's clip our network antenna. That is the network antenna. So let's clip it back to the board. Yeah, the clipping is done. So next, let's clip the subboard flex. Okay, so now let's test it if it's working. So plug in your charger. As you can see, it's charging. So work is perfectly done. So let's try it again. It's charging. So this is the mobile phone. So let's test it again if it's still charging. So it's charging. So thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop a new video, and you can also contact us.